Good morning, everyone. We have a great treat in for us. Our president, our club president, is going to be sharing a little bit about himself and then also giving us a sound healing bath with all of this amazing tools. BHS, please give a warm welcome to Jeremy.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here. It really is humbling friends, familiar faces, and family. Thanks, Mom. I really am honored to be here today. What I'd like to do is just kind of set an intention for our time in this space together of finding stillness through movement, finding silence through sound, and finding neutrality through harmony. Those have all been key parts of my meditation in the last 6 months. Is how do I get to that still, quiet, neutral space inside of me in a world that's exceedingly more maddening and angry and violent. So I'm really honored today to share this space with you. And one quote that I came across this week was, "You're not tired because of your work. I'm not tired because of my work. I'm tired because of stress, fear, anger, resentment. Those are what really weigh me down, those emotions." And so this is such a beautiful tool I'm going to share a couple different techniques with you to be able to really center into yourself. So if everybody could just stand up real quick, I want to just kind of get a sense of where everyone's at. And what I'd like to do is just have everybody take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And exhale. Where is the tension in your body? You feel stressed, right? Maybe thinking about what you have to do the rest of the day, weekend. Is there any pain? Lower back, tension in the shoulders. How's your stomach feel? Take another deep breath in. Maybe place your hands on your body. I really love having my sacral chakra and one on my heart, feeling my heartbeat. I notice a little tension. My feet hurt a little bit because I was working on concrete last night. So we'll go ahead and have you sit back down, and then we're going to do an exercise, really kind of feeling that a little bit deeper, letting it go. All right. Let me ask a question. How many bodies have taken a speech class? How many have taken a writing class? English class? How many of you have taken a listening class? Yes. And that's, something I did not have my whole life. My whole life, I had an experience of talking at you. There wasn't communication. I didn't know how to comprehend what you were saying. I didn't pause long enough. I was very demanding, aggressive, abusive. And so I had to get to a place of real brokenness, shattered in a million places. Drug and alcohol addiction, infidelity, just really a horrible person to be around. And my journey, I hit my knees. I was exhausted. My body was well worn out. I looked worse in my 30s than I did in my 40s. I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I got help. I ended up going to a program, and then something magical happened. Right as I was kind of coming out of the fog, as they say, I was about 4 months clean and sober. I go into a crystal shop in Glenwood Springs, and I hear this. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Sorry, I said it was going to be one. That was my one. It did. It like punctured. It shook the floor. It shook the walls. It punctured my ego. What just happened? And the lady at the crystal shop said, "You need to come to one of the sound classes." The guy was and for whatever reason, those two words in that combination just changed the trajectory of my life. And I started working with sound. I got a singing bowl, and then I got another singing bowl, and then I got a set of singing bowls. And I'm getting good at it now. I've got like 30 singing bowls. And the real beauty, I think, is that it's taught me how to be still. I had to always have the radio on or the television on or distraction. And now my favorite time of the day is 4:30 in the morning in my hot tub when I do my meditation. Some days more than others. Some days like this. Sometimes I'm deeply in it. There was one morning I was in it, and something got attacked in my backyard. I live on the north side of Green Mountain. Was that a bobcat? I'm not the only one out here. It just snapped out. And it reminded me of that scene in Madagascar. You know, it's a wonderful world. The pain and suffering is so beautiful. So the journey for me really was diving into it. And I've had an incredible experience with the teachers I've had. I'm still studying, and it affects everybody so different. I don't really know all that much about sound in terms of some people I'm surrounded with. They've been practicing for 40 years, and I've been at it for 9 years. Been a practitioner for 4 years. But what I know is I help hold space to facilitate a deep level of relaxation. I'm excited to share that with you. But first, what I'd like to do is, if you could stand up again. We're going to do, and we'll have you start to kind of file in here because we will do the sound bath, and it would be better if you're in this front row. But we're going to do a little Qigong movement first. So give yourself maybe a little bit of arms like. So this is just going to teach you a little bit how to work with your own energy system. And I have 2 Qigong teachers now, and it's that manifestation thing that we do here. When the student was ready, the teacher showed up, and I was looking for a teacher, and I said, I want to learn a martial art. I don't want to punch, I don't want to kick, and I don't want to break boards with my head. And she goes, I teach Qigong. And so let's just go ahead and, again, getting your feet underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart. Start to rub your hands together to create the chi, the energy that exists all around us and through us. And then we're going to put that chi, as you feel your hands start to warm up a little bit, We're gonna put that chi around our face and kind of rub our eyes. We have the come up, down, jaw. And there is no right or wrong way. I would say there are more harmonious ways of doing qigong. So wherever you're feeling any tension in the face, the sinuses are really good right now. We have a new teacher. He did this spot right here on your nose. You kind of rub on your nose. It'll help open up those sinuses, clear out anything there. And then as we come up over the eyes, we're going to start to tap our head down the core channel, down the neck, doing that 3 times in different spots on the scalp. I like to kind of keep my knees springy, get some sway in there. However you feel comfortable and get that energy moving. Doing your ears, rubbing your ears. Those are all acupressure points in your ear. When I was in rehab, we had us detoxing just our ears. Feeling that. There have been times when I can just feel like a little tension right there, and I rub on that, it hurts, and then it feels better. All right, and now if we take our hand and kind of give us a nice shoulder massage, down, coming on the other side. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of cup and tap. We're going to tap down and we'll come up 3 times. Same thing with the other side. A little smile on your face. We're not working here. This is supposed to be fun. Then we're going to do our core channel here. We're tapping down. We're going down the legs, up the legs, down the legs, inside the legs. Right, and then this one we're going to do a little bit more movement. So this one's really slow, really soft. You can go at your speed. You can go on the lower parts of your body if you're experiencing a little bit of tension in the lower back, like I'm kind of feeling right now. You can go up higher on the chest and kind of give it a nice whack. And then when that feels comfortable, one of my favorites, I have a few favorite movements. This one is the seat. So imagine you're a tree, a little seed. You're just starting to do business. There's things are growing. Open up. Springtime is now turning into summer. Fall. In fall, the leaves are starting to fall to the ground. And then winter is concentration, reflection. Let's do that again. Breathing. I'm going to do one final move, which is I'm in the universe, the universe and I are one. And so you take your hands and you just go slow, imagining that feel into your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Universe. And then go ahead and hold your hands about 3 inches apart and see if you feel heat, pleasant, energy, cold sensation. And then this, here's some sound healing. You don't need it. So I took a course and this guy said to sing into your body. So if you have any pain or trauma in your body right now, how much your energy different? Do you notice a difference from when we first did that? So that took 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? And we changed from reactive to responsive. So if you still have any lingering, like my lower back's kind of going, maybe you have like a or a screech or something, you know, hoo-ah, or whatever, right? Like whatever your sound is, wherever you're feeling it in your body. Let's go ahead and at the count of 3, we'll all put that into our body. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And now what we'd like to do is let's take that and turn whatever that energy is into an. Okay, so let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll have you. And again, I think we're going to start the sound bath. So if you want to be closer to the bowls, we'll do that. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I love BHS and what it. You know, this is all great, right? This is wonderful, sound healing. I show up light, a lot less reactive. But why do I come to BHS? Why do I need a network of spiritual people? That was part of what I wanted to share with this talk in particular. So again, I didn't have spiritual principles. It was always take. What's in it for me? How can I get the most out of this situation? And, you know, I shared with somebody this morning that I need to be around all of you because you show me generosity. You show me, you know, community. You show me donation of your time and your resources. I can't do that on my own. I don't have that aha when I'm at home in my hot tub at 4:30 in the morning. I need to come to BHS to get that. It's not about me. It's about what am I doing for my community. And so I'll give you a failure. I had a sound bath. I had this idea in my head. There's this greenhouse I love. It's 10,000 square feet, just tropical jungle. It's amazing. And I was like, this is going to be the best sound bath ever. Fully oxygenated environment. And we overbooked. They had a huge space, but they only set up half. So we had people laying on each other, sitting on each other. It was packed in like sardines. And I go to play my drum. And I should mention that my grandfather and my uncle are both drummers. They both played for Elitch's. And so I go to play my drum. And he goes, and I was like, what just happened? The humidity from the greenhouse made the drum head loosen up. And my uncle's like, yeah. And I was like, why didn't you tell me that before? You got to learn these lessons. And so it's packed in, the drums aren't working, the sound, I mean, it's a disaster, right? And so I finally get out of my own head, and one of my teachers like, just focus. She does rescue work in Thailand with elephants that have been abused. And so she's like, the craziest thing is when you're working with a mom and a baby, and the baby's like, oh, it's nap time, and mom's like, I'm out. She's listening to the sound bath, and you just focus on your technique, focus on what, don't worry about anything else. So I get into that space. Everybody drops. And one of the parrots goes, and like 5 people jump up. they're totally like shaken out of the meditation. And oh no. And then just keep going at it. And I get to the end of it, I'm bringing everybody back, and the other parrot goes, hello. And everybody laughs. And it was like, quit taking yourself so serious. It was exactly what it was supposed to be. And then my wife and I are discussing it. And because of specifically BHS, I said, that's not a product I'm proud of. We overbooked. It wasn't the journey we wanted to take people on. It just, I didn't feel right about it. I didn't feel like it was something I could stand behind. So we ended up saying, hey, come to our next event for free. Please join us. We'd like to do this the right way. And those are the principles that I get by coming to BHS. And if more businesses could operate with God or spirit or spiritual principles in front and saying, instead of saying, what's in it for me? What's in the best interest for everybody around me? That is why I really love and cherish each and every one of you that show up here on a regular basis and give your time to the Action Center. Help people with shoes, give. That's what I need. I need that. I need that example in my life. So thank you all for doing what you do. So with that, I'm going to start with a little chant that I love. So let's go ahead and get comfortable. Get your feet up. And again, sound healing, I have a little different take on it. I think our voices are our best instruments. That's our original sound healing. You look at monks and people who pray and like that reverberation through the body is, I don't need all this fancy stuff. I mean, I want a 70-inch gong, but my wife is like, it's really, how are you gonna get that in? So I don't need all that. I have everything I need inside of me. So I love this one. And again, if you have fear of singing, get over it. I'm not a very good singer either. It was interesting. Mom, I'm gonna share this story. So we did a vocal toning together. And I took this class and they taught us how to sing from here, from here, from here, and from here. And I've done karaoke. I don't mind making a fool of myself. And so I could sing from 3 of the 4 places pretty easily, but the one that got me was my throat. And it's interesting because so much of the trauma was related to being a child. Hush up, be quiet. You should be seen, not heard. Women, oh my God, like the trauma that you carry in your throat from being told your voice isn't important. So my mom and I were working together, and it was so cool because we were like perfect pitching and doing this, and then I could hear where her voice had been minimized, and we got to work through that. And my mom plays Native American flute, and it is amazing. We played Red Rocks together, drumming and bowls. She's playing on it. That's how she found her healing in her voice. You might hear it. So let's go ahead and, like I said, take a breath in. And I promise I'll play the bowls. Let's go ahead and we're going to do Ramadasa. So if you're not familiar with this, just kind of follow along. Nice deep breath in. The first one is Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Se, So. You're going to feel that. Low step. Ra, Sa, Se, So. Ra, ta, sa, so. Kind of breathe it out. Ra, ta, sa, sa, se, sa, ha. One more. Ra, ta, sa, so. How'd that feel? You sounded amazing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a sound bath for you. So if you want to lay on the ground, if you want to stand up, if you need to leave the room, if the triggering comes up for you, if you want to close your eyes, if you want to watch what you do, if you need to snore, see, whatever, thumbs up, thumbs up. If any sounds come up, if any birds squawk, let me know.
Did you prepare it?
I did. I found they work really well. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let's try and find that still, silent, neutral space. I got to give you a little bit of energy. So I'm actually going to show you this here, and then I'll play a little sound with it. So you can what do it. Leslie, come over here and do some sounds. So, we're going to do a body prayer. My first teacher, you know, when we do this, we'll do prayer. We'll do it 3 times. Last 2 always sound with it. So what we'll do is we'll look up, God, energy, we'll put it across our arms, grant me the serenity to accept change, the courage to change things I do. Want to do it one more time and then I'll do sound? We can do it a couple times with sound. God. So I'll say it. And we'll do courage. Let's go, God. Courage. For all you speakers out there, this is one way to get Yeah, it's a little different. You're ready to kick ass throughout the day. Yeah.